here today with the legendary Tarja. Uh, I tried. And yeah, how have you been, Tarja? Like how have things been going with the album? You've been working on it for quite some time.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I started last year and it was a very smooth process because I've been writing. It's been a long time since my last album,
Mm.
last metal album, 7 years, but I have been really busy touring and doing other productions and albums, but not a metal album. But I started working last year and I was checking what I have been doing during these years because every time I came back home, I've been writing music and just feeling it sort of coming in. But now last year I started checking out my archives, and it was really nice to see that okay, the variety of the songs that you have on the album now, it's really like that because I don't know what it's like. I cannot, or I hate repeating myself in compositions. You know, if I have done a song like that already before, I don't want to do the same. You know, and there I know I'm making myself a huge challenge, but this time the whole work for the album was very pleasant and there was not such pressure on my shoulders. I was really feeling free, and even until the vocal recordings and everything, I was like, oh, my voice works, and oh, I don't need to. Even my husband, that has been listening me the last 25 years or so, he even said to me, oh, but you feel like more free and yeah, nice. And that's been my feeling in the last years. Perhaps it's the age of the experience. Jo que sé, I don't know what is that. I don't know what is that. But
Yeah.
it's there is a change that I don't really care any longer. But, you know, I don't
As
really
as
care.
evidenced, I don't care.
I know. I don't really
Yeah.
care any longer. You know, I have not fitted anywhere when you talk about categorizing things, artists. I've done always things differently since ever my beginnings. And I've always taken the challenges and loving the challenges I'm getting into. And phew, uh, you know, I always been criticized with what I'm doing, and I've lived with that criticism. It hasn't destroyed me and my enthusiasm or my passion with music. It has just gotten me stronger in a way, and I
Yeah.
feel that. And this album is very personal to me. Um, Probably and it is the most personal because I was the one writing all the lyrics for the album this time, or writing all the songs, also 7 songs on my own, and 3 of them I work with one of my musicians that I always like working with, and but it's been really nice process. Mm.
That's lovely to hear because I saw you have described it as your heaviest album to date, but it's quite interesting to hear that it's just been it's not been a struggle by the sounds of it. It's been very enjoyable for you.
Yes, yes. Of course, yeah, the sound of the album, it is heavy. It is heavy, but I was going there already. You know, I've been having I have a band with me when I go on tour with them, we always sound heavy. We sound heavier than my previous records. So I was kind of missing that support on my records with support for my voice and for me personally, that heaviness that I love very much in my live shows. And so I wanted to reach out for that, and I wanted to really, since I'm producing my records, I did not have the knowledge how to uh, make this record sound more heavy than before. But then
Hmm.
I worked with mixing engineer Neil Avron for the first time, and he really makes a big difference on the sound of the record because it really actually sounds heavy, and I love it. I really like
Fantastic.
it. Hmm.
That's great. Yeah. I've had a listen and it's very beautiful, very unique. It just always maintains like it just keeps me interested and it's it's something I've been waiting to listen to for quite some time. I have followed you for quite some time throughout my life, so it's really special to listen to this. And yeah, you have some amazing guests on this album as well. Um, it's very
Yes,
exciting.
I was very excited. Actually, I didn't even majority of them, you know how it is when you're working on a songs, not necessarily you think, this is a duet, or with I wanna collaborate with this and that in the process, but then when the songs are almost done, it almost always happens to me. Oh, but I would like to. This song needs, like with Danny Filth. What happened that when I had recorded my demo vocals, I started feeling, this song needs something else. It needs
Yeah.
a contrast, a punch on the face, And I was immediately thinking of him, even though
Yeah.
I did not know him in person, but I got to know him in the process, and what a lovely person he is, and it was such a pleasure to work with him.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah, I love the duet. It's just it's really good. And I feel like in the end product you can really see how you got along for that song. It's
Yes,
very special.
and he was also very excited about this, and he did amazing in the song. So like, wow, very happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's yeah, that is very cool to hear. Yeah, and it is also a bit of a celebration as well. It's your 10th studio album. Um,
I didn't
yeah.
even,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't even
Well, I
really.
hope I got that
Oh
right.
God, I haven't been counting. Thanks.
That's okay. But yeah, it's I think yeah, that's really really incredible and like a kind of a very big milestone in your musical career. So
Wow, now that you mention,
yeah.
I have some reasons to celebrate then, because it's like
Yeah.
30 years since my beginnings, and I'm turning 50 next year, 10th studio album. Wow, we need to have a
Yeah.
big
It's
party
it's a
somewhere.
lot. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, I would definitely party.
yeah.
I also want to say I read up about the concept of your album as well. And you've described it being centered around the word frisson as a sensation of sending a shiver or chill throughout the body, like in a response to music. And as someone who experiences that personally, I always get the goosebumps, the shivers. I think it's just such a beautiful word, and I did experience this listening to the album. But
Oh,
again, with the theme of celebration, it's you're celebrating like the humanity of music and a creation that's human driven with the human soul and in all its beauty and flaws. Um, what's your wish for your listeners to take away from the album when they get to listen to it?
yeah, if you get until the very, very end. I mean, you know how it is nowadays.
Yeah,
I wanted to give people an experience because we have kind of lost the track. We kind of lost our patience, or, you know, we don't have an ability to concentrate any longer because everything is fed to us. But this album is different, and I know it's not gonna open up for you for the first time listening this, because it's going to, there are very long songs on the album, which
mhm.
came naturally to me. I'm writing the songs without really checking home. I am in 3 minutes 50. I need to stop now.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I let it
Mm,
go with the flow of my emotions, and that's because you are lucky. You can feel the frisson. You said, I am
yeah.
lucky. I can feel the frisson. Not everybody can. I
Mm,
know, but I hope that in one way or another you could take the time, or you, if you take the time listening this album until the very end of it, the album ends with the most personal song to me. It's about my childhood, about my life in general, my journey being so crazy as it is, that against all the odds. Uh, I hope I can bring you hope, uh, and feelings of you can do it. You know, this kind of encouragement at the end of the album, the feeling of let's go, like there is nothing stopping me, um, because nobody can do it as you can for you. You need to do
So,
it, and I can.
yeah,
So it's that kind of feeling that obviously it's been also very, it's been not dominating in my life, but I've always needed to go for it, you know, my own. I've not let anybody to direct my own life. And so it's been a struggle, but it's been a good one at the end of the day, you know. You feel like you breathe for what you want to do. Hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of people really admire that about you actually, that you have just you yeah, you've just created so much of, I know there's not really a category, but it's almost a genre of its own in music, that's really brought out the emotion in a lot of people, and it really does seem to touch them, and they really love seeing your strength out there, and how you just continue. It's very special, and it's very encouraging to listeners, I think.
Because we have only one life. It's like that. We have that. It's very many times said, so many times said, but it's like that. It's it's like that. Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm so glad to point that out to you that it's it's a celebration. That's fantastic.
Yeah, great.
But
Thank you. Yeah.
yeah, I also see that you're going to be touring soon as well.
Yes.
So at end of September, I believe, you'll be starting off with Germany, and then you'll
Yes.
be going further into Europe next year.
Exactly.
Um, yeah,
And other
as
continents. And I am really
yeah,
like, of course, it's going to be a long tour with a lot of shows. Like with every time with my new albums, I'm touring more or less a 2 years period. It's a lot, but there is a lot of beautiful places to go in. And I really hope that someone there in Australia would like to bring me over because hey, it's been way too long. Way too
yeah, it has
long.
been a while. But
Way
yeah,
too long.
that would be lovely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that you're known for your strong stage presence, but I'm sure you're excited to take the tracks for this new album to the live stage and share your music with the world again.
Yes, very excited because it's like a range of different emotions, or there is a difference in the songs. Since the moment I write the song, I bring it along to my musicians to record the song, and then we start rehearsing the song, and then we play live. There is like a mm, they change. My feelings towards them, they change, and it's fantastic. It's really beautiful journey that I
Yeah.
personally do with my songs, and then I'm a performer, so I love singing live. I breathe for those shows, and of course I also enjoy the work in studio, but it's different, you know. You get to
Yeah.
feel the connection with your fans, and you know, it's beautiful. Mm.
Yeah. Too often I think, like, I think about my personal going to concerts, and like as it almost sometimes changes a song, like makes it more special. But
Yeah,
I've never really thought about the other side with the
yeah,
performer. Like that makes
yeah.
complete sense.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Mm.
But yeah, and also so on top of that, I suppose one of the other big questions is in 10 years' time, how do you hope Frisson Noir will be remembered by listeners?
Oh, wow. I hope this album stays. I hope it's like because the music is complicated on the album. It's not like it's not a how you say like a it's not generated. First of all, it's done with people that have studied and learned and sweated and that suffered and cried along with everything we have with music, it's in us. So this album, it's pure emotion, and I hope that it will stay there in people's hearts. Somehow they can understand that, okay, or I don't know, that they can have something to grab in it, have something to hold on to with this
Mm.
album. Mm.
That's beautiful. Yeah, it's almost sad to say that it's considered like a traditional production now, but it's it's the best. It is the human experience,
I think
and that's what's special.
I think I will be one of those. I know that where we are heading with the technology we have today, and I'm not against it, absolutely not. I think it's a great tool we have, and it's a great tool, but it's just a tool. At least for me, it's just a tool. I feel that I will continue doing music that I do, how I do. Okay, learning new new softwares or whatever I need to learn for in order to
Yeah.
produce my music, but that's it. I mean, the way I write music is always going to be me writing the music from my heart.
Mm.
And yeah, that, I'm
Mm.
gonna go drop into that category of artists.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm sure we're just about to run out of time, but I just wanted to say thank you so much, Tarja, for your time today. I also just wanted to additionally say, as someone who grew up listening to your voice, you inspired so many art and stories between me and my friends. And your art truly inspires worldwide. And I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity to talk today. And I'm wishing you all the best for your release next month. So that will be out on June 12th. And yeah, listeners are really in for a treat with this one, and you've made something really special. So please go celebrate that,
Thank
that
you
10th
so much. Thank
album.
you for your beautiful words. Thank you so much, and
Thank
all the
you.
best, and lots of kisses
Yeah.
ever down to Australia.
You danced with a fate, no mercy could